Hey guys, welcome back. We are back in the kitchen, thank goodness. I know that basement is creepy. So we stabilized our wine. It's been, geez, what, 48 hours I think? Not necessary to wait as long as I did, but now what we're gonna do, I have my handy dandy scale here, and I'm just going to measure out some sugar. My method is going to be, first of all, going by Terry Gary's recommendation in pretty much all of her recipes for fruit wine. She recommends 2 to 4 ounces per gallon. 2 to 4 ounces of sugar dissolved in water per gallon of wine. I'm not sure how much water that would be. You know, if it's 2 to 4 ounces of sugar per 1 gallon of wine, then that would be 10 to 20 ounces of sugar for a 5-gallon batch of wine. I know I don't have a full 5 gallons anymore after racking, so I'm gonna go with 15, which is the high end for me because I know I don't want it super sweet. And then we'll just go by taste. I'll show you my method. We'll just add a teeny bit of sugar water at a time, and then kind of titrate up from there. Okay, so here's my beautiful scale. Wow, this is going to end up being a ton of sugar, actually. Perfect. Perfect enough. Close enough. Alrighty. Really is great to have a scale. I got this one off of Amazon for like $10 or something. So get yourself a scale because most wine recipes go by that. I'm just measuring out this water. Not really necessary because I'm eyeballing it, but just so I can track it for you guys. Oops. 32 ounces total here. I think that's going to be sufficient for how much sugar we have here. That sugar dissolved way too easily in that water, meaning I measured out more water, maybe even double the water that I needed for that amount of sugar to be able to dissolve in it. And my goal was to use the minimum amount of water, or at least close to the minimum amount of water for that amount of sugar to dissolve in, because otherwise you're just adding more, you're diluting your wine more. So it would just be easier to kind of waste some sugar and make the water sweeter. Okay, I added 10 ounces of sugar. Okay, so I let this thing boil vigorously for about 5 minutes. It was boiling extremely vigorously. So as you can see, everything is, you know, there's no sugar in there. It's all just clear looking. And now I'm going to put that on. Okay. I poured myself a little sample of the sugar water. Already there's a piece of dust in it. Great. Woo! That's sweet! Okay. That's what I was looking for. Oh my God. I'm gonna leave that covered. It's probably going to take a good 3 hours to cool completely, which is fine. So we'll come back at that time. Alrighty, I'm here at my coffee table. Oops. I get these cool labels at Walmart, and it would be nice to label my wine. So we have these lovely things. Oh my gosh, I wrote 2015. What is wrong with me? Vintage. Even though this doesn't have a vintage technically because it's not a grape. So this wine was started August 25th. 8/25/18. Okay. you guys. Okay, it's been 3 hours since we did our sugar water, and it is definitely, oops, it's cooled down quite a bit. It's slightly warm, but nothing that's gonna harm our alcohol and our wine. In the background, you can see I have my beautiful bottles that I'll be setting up shortly, but I actually sanitized all of those. It took a really long time. So, and you're lucky you got spared that. So, what I'm going to do now, I have my wine here. I've taken the airlock off. I actually put this paper towel in the hole of the stopper just so I could, like, protect it from fruit flies, which are everywhere. They love this wine. They're just swarming around it, around the carboy all the time. So what I'm going to do is give it a taste, and see how, pretty much from that, I'm going to see how many bottles I want to not be sweetened. But I have a couple of other bottles, those blue bottles, that might just be my unsweetened bottles, because I have a feeling I'm going to want to sweeten the most of the batch. So let's get the Wine Thief and give it a taste test. Whoops. Fill her up, and let's see what the... Actually, I'm going to put this stopper back in because there are fruit flies everywhere. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of potassium metabisulfite. And I'm going to add a little bit less than what it calls for. So it says you can do 1/4 teaspoon per 6 gallons of must. I'm going to do 1/8. So 1/8 teaspoon is pretty much, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty much half of my 1/4 teaspoon. All right, it's done. Grabbing my 3 bottles, they're gonna go on the floor. And my bottle almost fell over. Sweet. Okay. Alright, so I have my 3 bottles filled up. So now I'm gonna move on to sweetening. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and cork these 3 bottles because there are fruit flies everywhere. Okay, attempting to cork. This is always very difficult for me. My God. Yeah, see, I don't think I like these corks. That's every time. Alright, let's try a different cork this time. This big fat one. I heard some people don't sanitize their corks. I just did one that wasn't sanitized because I was curious. Please don't kill me. Okay, that one was huge, but it actually went in better than my other one, so I like those better. Okay, army of bottles, sanitized earlier, replenished on the floor. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. I'm gonna take to sweetening my beautiful wine. I have sanitized this thingy. I'm gonna just pour sugar water into it, and then we're gonna pour the sugar water into here very slowly and with care. And I'm not even going to fill it up much in the Pyrex measuring cup just in case I screw it up. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Here it is. Okay. That is quite good, but I want a little bit more. I feel confident with adding, not this whole thing, just kidding. But I'm still proud of myself for showing restraint at this point. You know, we're getting there. It's really interesting how you can taste the flavor changing as you add more sugar, but a little bit more. We're there. Oh my god. Finally. Okay, I'm gonna add like a hair more. That's it. I'm not even gonna bother tasting it. I know it's what I want it to be at this point. So, let's fill the rest of these bottles. Okay, that is all she wrote. I'll get the rest of the bottles corked and let you know how it turned out. Hey guys, welcome to a weird angle. Alright, I took a lot of elbow grease, but I got all of those bottles corked up. And pardon the mess, but there's a couple of bottles over there too. So all in all, we ended up with 23.5 bottles of the Elderberry wine. I'm really excited. There's one bottle here. I mean, I tasted a lot, so if I hadn't tasted as many samples as I did while I was sweetening, I'm sure this bottle would be full. But hey, I get to drink that bottle now, so it all works out. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. One of the things that I would do differently next time is I would actually make a little less wine for that concentrate, or just go for a different concentrate to give it more body. The wine did not have enough body in my opinion. It could have used a little bit stronger elderberry flavor. I would buy more than one concentrate, or just use less water for the one concentrate. That's my recommendation. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was an amazing experience. It was a learning experience for me. This is the first real batch of wine I've made, even though it was from concentrate that I purchased. It was the first time that I measured everything out myself. Oh, let me also tell you what percent alcohol we ended up with. 13%. Okay guys, I'm just sitting in my living room on the couch, having a glass of elderberry wine. It's very young, but I can definitely tell it has potential. It's also nicely cleared. I forgot to comment on that, but I really I feel great about that clearing process I went through with the cheetah sand and kieselsaal, or however you say that. So I'm going to finish up those labels, watch some Dateline, enjoy this young elderberry wine, and I'll catch you in the next one.